Hi, my name is Brenda. I am a play therapist and counselor at Gertrude's Children's Hospital. Today, I get to share with you a little bit about myself, my work, why I work with kids, and maybe signs of mental health problems in children and ways you can assist. So, a little bit about myself. I chose to work with kids because I've always been interested in kids. Like, it's interesting just working with them. They are a pleasant bunch. They are full of life. They are very positive and optimistic, and they have such a big heart and they are open. And I felt like many problems in childhood affect us later in life. So today I get to share with you 3 ways that you can that can suggest that your child could have a mental health problem, and I'll make them really simple for you. So one of them is play. So if your child doesn't want to play, or if the themes of play or how they play is a bit problematic, that can help you know that your child has a mental health problem. So play is kids' natural way of expressing themselves, of understanding the world, understanding, making friends, and just connecting with other people. It's just the main way in which they learn and grow, and it's really powerful way of self-expression. So if there are changes in play, if your child doesn't want to play, and if they are overly hostile when playing or overly sensitive, something small makes them cry when they're playing with their friends, maybe that would be an issue to want to find out more. Also, the themes of play, like what are they doing when they're playing. If you find them like being very aggressive in their play, or being very secretive about their play, or playing with certain body parts, if they have dolls that are questionable, it would be an indicator. So how they play, the games they play, and the themes that come out from their play, or the content, like when you see them playing, kids tend to act out whatever is on their mind or whatever is troubling them. So it will be a wonderful way to know if they are okay or not. The second thing is their functioning. So is your child able to sleep enough? Are they eating enough? Are they able to participate in class and understand what is being taught according to their age level? And also, do they have friends, and are they able to interact well with other kids? If your kids are struggling in any one of those areas, and there's really no physical cause or logical issue that could cause it, then it could suggest that there's a mental health problem. So the third thing I'd like to share that can be an indicator that your child needs help is the fact that if they don't, the third thing would be difficulties that they are experiencing. So as a parent, you may be aware of what's happening around them. Could it be that they're being bullied in school, or they don't perform well and it's getting to them, or the death of a loved one. So there are some of those difficult experiences that the child could be facing, and that could show you that could be a cause of concern, because you really want to know if they're coping well. Many kids can cope well on their own and work through difficulties without the support of a counselor or a mental health expert, but sometimes there are those who wouldn't. So if your child has gone through a very difficult experience, sometimes it shows that in their behavior that something's not right. So you could find that sometimes they could, in terms of the things they were able to do, they could move back in terms of their functioning. Maybe if they had outgrown bedwetting, then they start bedwetting. That could be something worth noting. And also, if you just feel like they're not able to deal with the issues that are coming, they are crying excessively, or they don't want to, they've become very uncooperative, or they've become very withdrawn. So if there are drastic changes in behavior surrounding an experience that could be traumatic, stressful, or just difficult, it would be an issue to look into further. Yeah, so those are 3 ways I could share that can help you identify mental health problems. I remember I saw a child recently last month, and the reason why I was seeing them is because they've not been able to sleep well over the past 3 weeks, and they had come to see the doctor. Uh, no physical issue, so they were referred to me. And when I saw them, I also realized other things about him, and one of them was that he'd been having nightmares. He didn't want to interact much with his siblings, and also participating in the online classes which have been there was just not as good. He was not really concentrating enough, not doing his assignments so well, unless a lot of follow-up supervision, which previously wasn't there. And so I came to realize that that the father had he had witnessed an abusive incident, his father physically abusing someone very close to him. So I worked with the child, and as the mom also was seeking therapy with someone else to deal with her own pain and the trauma that could have arisen from that experience. And I remember, like, we played with him a lot of times. When we have a playroom where they can play with different toys, and he would use the Superman mask, and he would wear it, and when he wore the mask, that's when he would express his fears. But when he didn't have the mask, he wouldn't express some of his fears and doubts. And we also used stories, and also to just help him build resilience. And we used the story of a palm tree, how a palm tree, when a huge wind blows, it kind of bends, and because of that bending, it can survive that terrible wind that's very strong, that can threaten to break the trunk, but it survives because it bends and comes back. So he was able to see how he can adjust to the situation and give examples, and just process that pain. And as of last week, which was like our second last session, he was able to sleep better. Instead of waking up at 2, he was able to wake up at 7. He started talking about his father, and how he kind of has mixed feelings. He, on one hand, he sees him as his hero and he really likes him. On the other hand, he has this scary bit of him about the anger and how he deals with it. And so he's been able to reflect on that, and he's been able to function better, sleep better, and also relate better with his family. Yes. So play therapy is really, really powerful. Child therapy can really help kids to cope with the challenges they face and lead to even improved mental health. So kids are different from adults. So sometimes that serious talk would be very hard for them to really share the things that are on their mind and on their heart, and they become a bit scared because they want to say the right thing. But through play, they can be themselves. They can express their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions, their experiences, and it becomes really easier for you to even connect with them and enable them to really express themselves. And also, it's also a platform through which we use to educate them and to help them learn skills that they can help themselves calm themselves, that they can help themselves feel better, and do things that can empower them, so that they are more resilient, so that they have better coping mechanisms, and also can process whatever difficult emotions they have in a relaxed environment as well. So thank you for listening, and I just want you to remember that play is magical for kids.